Which then brings me to the new channel. And this was the brainchild of TehJew22. Now, I'm just going to give you a little bit of information based on the interview that I had with TehJew himself. He said that he was going to do it as a side channel, but then when the foreign exchangers died, it became the channel. And the channel that he was thinking of was, I believe, the catchphrase or the slogan for it was "Fuel for your late nights," if I'm not mistaken. I think it was called.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Yeah. Can I say the name of the channel? Cause I've got a good way of saying it.
Okay. So the name of the channel is
InsomaniaGame.
Yes, InsomaniaGame, and like I said, it was the brainchild of TehJew22 that came up with it. Like I said, he was going to do it as a side channel for those who did not want to join the foreign exchangers if they didn't think they were ready. Like, he kind of looked at it as a major and minor league. I don't know how it is in soccer, or not soccer, but football, where you live.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you have a minor league and a major league, right?
Yeah, we have the championships, yeah, which is like second best. Yeah, after the Premier League, yeah, which is the best, like for the best teams. We have the Coca-Cola League 2, which is the worst, and the Coca-Cola League 1, which is the second worst. So yeah.
Yeah. So in other words, TehJew was going to treat InsomaniaGame as the minor league and foreign exchangers as the major, but it never got to be that because, well, the foreign exchangers died. What else? Oh, right. So he came up with the idea, and he came to probably the, individuals that supported the person that Solar Warlock hurt, if I'm not mistaken, and wanted to, rally the troops. And so far, like, the first 4 people, I think it was, or 5 people, I believe it was TehJew, Ryoko, White 33 Lion, awesome guy.
Yeah.
Connis Board, and who else?
Me.
Yes, you. PikaPikaPowah. And then...
can I say something?
Oh,
as well?
Sure, go ahead.
Sorry. This might be the thing that you're about to say, but I'm just going to say it anyway.
Go ahead.
For you guys who expected TehJew22 to join, like as soon as I joined, you were sorely mistaken because he felt a lot of guilt for taking part of the demise of the foreign exchangers. So he just said, "No, I don't want the same thing to happen to InsomaniaGame." So he didn't join for quite a while until we all convinced him to join, and then you joined.
Yes, I did. I was going to mention a little bit about why I didn't join. I did not want to go through that again. Really, I didn't. But
yeah.
In fact, I even made a few videos talking about my ex-best friend, and now you know who it was all along.
Yeah.
But I had to do it in such a way that it wouldn't be obvious that it was him until I actually told you it was him.
Yeah.
But it's just that, in hell, even Solar himself was quite oblivious to it until I finally told him. And instead of being mad at me, believe it or not, Solar actually wasn't mad at me. He actually was more depressed than anything because it was true.
Yeah.
Well, not TehJew22, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But the fact is, it was...
wow, nice pun.
Yes. But in all seriousness, the fact that it was true, he hasn't made an appearance in quite a while. He hasn't come to my channel all that often. He hasn't come to any of our channels all that often.
Yeah.
I mean, but I think he's at that point where he realizes the mistake that he made, and if he could take it all back, he probably would. But
He would, yes.
But the thing is, when you do the type of things that he did, and I'm not going to mention it because it's way too personal, and even I don't want to get in trouble for that.
Yeah, like it's just like it just makes me shiver. Like me thinking about it.
Oh God, no! It wasn't what he did to one of the members of not Much Games, the foreign exchangers at the time. It was what he did after that really just, that was the one that kind of made me hesitant to be his friend anymore. And not to say that I am, but I'm saying that if he wants to earn our trust, he's going to have to earn it the hard way. He has to do it over a long period of time, because when you lose the friendships that we had at one point with Solar, right?
Yeah.
When he loses the friendships that we had with him, it's very, very difficult to get it back. In fact, in some cases, you can never get it back.
Yeah.
But the fact is, he broke our trust, and
he broke it. He broke it and stepped on it like it was an ant.
Yeah. And now he wishes he can take it back, obviously. But
yeah, like, so now I can make a little thing here.
Sure.
Basically, he killed the ant, and the ant was nearly dead, and then he finished it off, and now months later he wishes that he could bring that ant back to life. But as you all know, resurrection isn't gonna happen. Well, it probably will, but in a long time. A long time in heaven. For you guys who don't believe in God, then yeah. But for people who do believe in God, we're all gonna be in heaven in earth once it's all sorted out with all the wars and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Plus I need to go upstairs to do something for 10 seconds, so you can go and talk. Okay. You go ahead and talk. Yeah, about this stuff.
Sure. Well, as PikaPikaPowah is going to do his thing, I'm just going to say that, the fact of what Solar did just drove me over the edge to the point where I made a couple of videos, talking about him, but I never really mentioned his name. I just referred to him as my ex-best friend, and for those of you that have seen the videos, or if you haven't, I'm not going to give you a link to it. You just have to look for it under my channel, under the playlist entitled TehJew22's Off the Wall videos, in which I talked about it in a video entitled Feelings of Sadness and the Actions of My Ex-Best Friend. Like, check out those two videos within that playlist, and then you'll know exactly how I felt about it. But I just felt so sad that I did not want to go through with the new group entitled InsomaniaGame.
InsomaniaGame!
But ultimately, Truhu, and maybe even you and Conisboard, Ryoko was not in the chat at that time, but I think the three of you convinced me otherwise to join. And part of it was, well, I don't know what Let's Play to do, or a game of what to Let's Play. And then I proposed my own idea, and that was to do Mega Man 10, since there's not very many Let's Plays of that game.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Are you gonna ever go back to that game? Because I was really liking it.
I was really liking it too, but I already told Damien, or not Damien, what the hell am I talking about? Who's Damien? Oh, that's that's right, that's Jake the Snake's. Yeah, that's Jake the Snake's pet snake, Damien.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry. No, I was talking.
Sorry. Okay, sorry. I apologize.
I was talking to Truhu. Uh, oh shit! I forgot what I was talking about.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I hate when that happens.
Yeah, save
Stupid brain.
Okay. Oh, right. I suggested that I could play the game, and he said yes, and I thought, alright, well, what day you want me to do it by? Or, I asked him what the rules were of the group, and he laid it down for me, and he also laid down his master plan, and he was able to convince me otherwise that, you know what, I might just join the group. So, in other words, Truhu showed me his vision, if you will. Because, Pika, you gotta be honest with me. Didn't Martin Luther King have a vision?
Yeah.
Oh,
he had a dream.
Exactly, I was gonna say he had a dream.
Sorry for taking the words right out of your mouth.
No, that's fine. You know, you took, yeah, you did take the words right out of my mouth, kid. But
yeah, lol.
But that's just the influence that Martin Luther King has had since his unfortunate death.
Yeah.
You know, but he convinced me otherwise. His dream, if you will, did true. Yep. And ultimately, I was persuaded, and I ended up joining the group. And while the growth, like the number of subscribers we've had, like in the first 2 months as well as all the way up to now, the growth has not been there, of course, because comparatively speaking, we're relative unknowns, actually. Like, you know, not everybody knows who Truhu is. I mean, well, I'm pretty sure now people do, but I'm just saying that when we first started, we were just a bunch of unknowns. What's funny?
Sorry, it's just so, it's just no, the way you just blurted it out is so funny. A bunch of unknowns, yay!
Yeah, I guess you could say, in the words of Jim Morrison in The Doors, we were the unknown soldiers, really. Or Unknown Soldier, which is the name of the song, by the way, so do check that out. But, anyways, what I'm trying to get at is, we were relative unknowns, and it took us longer to get to 40 subscribers than it did with the foreign exchangers. Then again, we didn't have, well, I mean, we didn't have, and we still don't have, the type of Let's Players that we had with the foreign exchangers, but then again, at least the chemistry is there. I mean, it was only disrupted for, like, about a month and a half. Same length as the great month and a half that the foreign exchangers had. But, but anyway, our starting lineup was Truhu82, Ryoko, Canis Board, White 33 Lion.
Great guy.
Yeah. And then you, PikaPikaPowah, and
TehJew22.
Yes. And
yes.
So guys, if you wondered where I got the whole yes thing from, it was PikaPikaPowah.
No, not really.
No, not really. Actually, it came from a video that PikaPikaPowah was watching, but it really came from WWE, formerly known as the World Wrestling Federation, wrestler by the name of Daniel Bryan. He's the original, well, not the original, but he's the Yes Man, as we call him.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I know it's not good to be a yes man, but if anybody could do it, it's got to be Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, got to be him.
But anyway, before we forget what we, before I forget, actually, yeah, the group has done pretty well. And, sure, we don't have the subscribers and we don't have the street cred or credibility that the foreign exchangers once had at its highest point. But the chemistry's there. At least the chemistry's there. We have a good time doing what we do, and But don't take my word for it. Pika, what do you have to say about it?
I have to say that the chemistry is legendary. Why? Because because there's not much people who are over 20 in this group. And TehJew22 was probably the only adult who gets kids. Most of the members in the foreign exchangers could not get kids. Ryoko can understand kids like me and Truhu, and possibly even
Conus board. Yeah.
Yeah, but the rest of them, of foreign exchanges, they could not get kids, especially Colette.
I think
She could
Colette
not
was the
get
worst of them
kids.
all.
Yeah, she could not get kids. But sorry, I mean TehJew22.
Yes.
He, you, Ryoko, White Lion, got us kids. This is why we prosper. Because people who get us, they will prosper.
Yeah.
Because again, he was a quote unquote kid who made the foreign exchange. No, not foreign exchanges. Sorry, where am I going? There was a kid who made InsomaniaGame, and if you don't get the InsomaniaGame leader, then you will never have a good chemistry in InsomaniaGame.
Yeah. Well, I guess I can fill in the blank on as far as that is concerned. Yeah, I mean, Truhu is a I think he's the second youngest, if not the youngest. I think.
No, I'm the youngest.
Oh, so he's the second youngest. Okay.
Yeah.
So the fact is, he made the channel. So even though I'm probably the oldest, I'm not the leader. All I can really do, the thing about me and Truhu, between the two of us. And I'm pretty sure Pika already knows this.
Two of us.
No.
Sorry.
No, but I'm pretty sure Pika understands as well that Truhu kind of looks to me as the older brother. I mean, sure, I don't make the decisions. All I can really do is advise him, well, don't you think you should do this? Like...
Yeah, just like me.
I always...
Yeah, me and you are brothers.
Yeah, we're like brothers, yes.
Yeah, brothers from another mother and country.
Yes. So yeah, me, Truhu, and PikaPikaPowah are... We're like brothers, Like, I'm the big brother, and they're like my two little brothers. Like, the two brothers I never had. That's how deep it is in terms of relationships. Yeah. But that's as far as I'm gonna go with it. But the thing is, he looks to me as the big brother. All I can really do is advise him, but ultimately the decision comes down to him. And he, by he I mean Truhu, has had to make some tough decisions, because at one point we did allow Colette into the group as a gesture of a second chance, but unfortunately this also didn't work out, and it only confirmed what we already knew in the foreign exchangers.
Yeah.
And again, it's not to pick on Colette, but I'm just saying that it just didn't work out.
Yeah.
And besides, if and to be fair, if Colette was the one running the group, then instead of kicking her out, she would have just kicked us out, I guess.
Yeah.
So that's just in all fairness, really. But